Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Welcome to what is shaping up to be a rainy hump day, and here is your tip before the rains come. Go make sure any drains around your home are clear and not blocked or clogged with any leaves. Now, we do have a good amount of news today, so let's get right into it, shall we? The big news of the day is the weather, and George Young from DCMDVA Weather will be here in a little bit to break it all down. He was up at 5 o'clock this morning getting the latest weather ones. But it looks like we have a storm coming, and Mitchell Stevenson, the spokesperson from the City of Annapolis, is here with some information about what the city is doing to prepare and how to help you prepare as well.
This morning, starting at 7 a.m. and going until 11:30 a.m., residents and businesses within city limits are eligible to pick up sandbags at Truxton Park in the parking lot in front of the Kenneth R. Dunn Municipal Pool on Pump House Road. Residents can get 5 sandbags, businesses can get 10. The bags and shovels, and of course the sand, will be there for residents to make their own. Tropical depression item might cause some localized flooding and may have some strong wind gusts. With the leaves still on the trees, we're expecting down tree limbs and some power outages. Please make sure you're prepared. The storm is expected to move in around noon and be with us until Thursday at noon. Stay safe, Annapolis.
And speaking of Annapolis, some good news, and news that I'm sure has Mayor Gavin Buckley thumping his chest headed into an election. Moody's just released their bond rating for the city, and we got a AA1, which is the second highest score possible. This does match the bond ratings from the other two firms, Standard & Poor's and Fitch. It also matches the county's rating, but falls a notch below the state's AAA rating. Mayor Buckley said in a statement, "When I came into office, it was painful but necessary to upend the city's budget process. Now every expenditure has a line item in the city budget, and every outlay of city funds is accounted for through a process." This budget shuffle, which I have to say the previous two mayors also did, came along with a significant property tax hike in Buckley's first year in office, and Buckley had campaigned specifically against property tax hikes. The Arundel County Police are investigating what might be a case of road rage that sent one man to the hospital after being shot while driving along Ritchie Highway. Police say the victim was driving in the area of Jumpers Hole Road and Ritchie Highway in Severna Park. Now, the police say this is Severna Park, but it seems more like Pasadena to me. But this was at 4 a.m. yesterday morning when he was shot by an unknown suspect from a dark-colored vehicle that ultimately fled. The victim was able to drive himself to a local hospital and was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Police are asking anyone that may have any information or have seen anything to give them a call at 410-222-4700. And not too far up the road, they arrested a man from the 100 block of Warwickshire Lane in Glen Burnie for peeping also in the 100 block of Warwickshire Lane. He was spotted by a resident on Monday evening, and after a very brief investigation, they were able to locate the man and arrest the 44-year-old that same evening. Some good news and congrats to the Arc Central Chesapeake region. They received a $50,000 community support grant from the Arundel Community Development Services. And Jonathan Rondo, the president and CEO, said that the grant would provide support to families who need childcare, recovering from COVID-19, or to complete basic tasks they can't complete with their child. A great organization and a great use to support everyone in the community. And as we start to wrap up, late last night we did release a weather update podcast from George, and as the storm plays out today, there may be some more. We do have a beer cast releasing a bit later today with our friends from Katzif Brothers, and since they're now selling wine and spirits and beer, I probably need to rethink calling that a beer cast, but keep your eyes open for those two, and there may be some more weather updates throughout the day. And finally, congrats to Scott and Stephanie. Each of them scored a pair of tickets to sail on the skipjack Wilma Lee from the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park. They will have a great time, guaranteed. And if you guys are listening today, make sure you tell Captain Rick that I said hello. And for those that didn't win, we have more coming next Tuesday, but you definitely should check out the museum in person and online at amaritime.org. All right, that's it for the news. But first, a quick thank you to our 4 sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, Rehab to Perform, and MacMedics. A quick reminder to please leave us a rating or a review if you are someplace where you can do that. Really helps, and we would really appreciate it. Alrighty, now hang tight. George from DCMDVA Weather is here with the deets on the storm. All of that and more in just about a minute.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at MacMedics.com.
Are you an active adult or competitive athlete dealing with an injury keeping you from being at your best? Then Rehab to Perform is here to get you back to your full potential. R2P is a unique fitness-focused physical therapy company with 4 locations in Maryland. More like a training room and a personal training studio than a medical facility. R2P offers physical therapy for lower back pain, overuse injuries, post-surgery, muscle pulls, chronic pain, and more. R2P also offers rehabilitation for concussions and mild traumatic brain injuries. To learn more, visit rehabtoperform.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, September 1st. Welcome to September and the first day of meteorological fall, which will start off with a lot of action, as today's weather could ultimately produce some very dangerous, severe weather, as the remnant low-pressure center that was Hurricane Ida hooks up with a stalled frontal boundary in the mid-Atlantic region to produce heavy rain along with potential tornadoes. Rain will be heaviest from the late morning hours into the nighttime hours, and the tornado threat will be highest in the PM hours. Total rainfall is expected to end up in the 2 to 4 inch range, with a small chance of a few areas seeing a bit more than that, so be careful if out and about. And remember, never attempt to cross a water-covered roadway, as today's rainfall could produce both flash flooding and river flooding. As for the wind and tornado threat, damaging thunderstorm winds are possible, as severe storms could produce winds over 60 miles per hour at times. And the tornado threat, per the Storm Prediction Center, is a fairly rare 10% for our region, which effectively means there's a 1 in 10 chance of a tornado occurring within 25 miles of any given point on the map for our area. With that in mind, be sure to stay weather informed all day long today from DCMDVA Weather and any other source out there that you like and trust, so that you're in the know about what's going on, where and when, as storms break out and these various weather threats start to materialize. Remember, not everyone will see every kind of severe weather across the area, but it only takes one event to occur for this forecast to become an unwanted reality, so please stay tuned for updates and heed the warnings as they are issued. With all of that in mind, the good news is that once we get past today, skies will clear tomorrow with nice temps remaining in place, and the Labor Day weekend ahead looks very nice with plenty of sunshine and temps in the 80s Saturday through Monday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there as you do all you can to stay weather informed and safe from the elements. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and definitely use our website, especially today, at DCMDVAweather.com, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. My team and I often get asked, is now a good time to make a move? The answer is absolutely. With interest rates the lowest they've been in nearly 50 years and inventory in high demand, now is the time to let us earn your trust. Whether you're looking to relocate, downsize, or find the home of your dreams, my team and I will guide you through the process and find exactly what you are looking for. Serving people is a passion of mine, and it's what my team does best. That's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Are you interested in an exciting career in one of the hottest industries of the next decade? At Solar Energy Services, we're currently hiring solar installers, crew leaders, service techs, and sales representatives with immediate needs in all categories. Are you feeling uninspired in your current job and want more meaningful work where you can make a positive impact every day? Do you like the idea of being part of the team that installs solar panels on residential rooftops, commercial rooftops, or ground-mounted arrays for entire communities to use? Or maybe you're a good troubleshooter and communicator who likes solving interesting technical problems. Whatever your preference, the upside of working in the solar industry is tremendous. Contact us today about joining a great company with a rewarding culture and an inspiring mission. Call us at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.